Showed you guys how to do a drawstring ponytail using 1 pack of X-pression braiding hair. And one of my subscribers called Abigail Ella said I should make clip-ins, and Andrea also said, can you make a synthetic dupe for this clip-in for those who don't want to spend the coins? And that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. So for this tutorial, you're going to need 1 pack of X-pression braiding hair or any other braiding hair that you have, braiding hair that you can find online that's really affordable. So the first thing I did was cut this hair into 2 because I wanted these clip-ins to kind of like mimic the clip-ins that I have. And when you cut your hair into 2, you're going to see that the edges are going to be blunt. I said this in my last tutorial, and this is exactly what we don't want. We want to make sure our tips are feathered out, and you'll see why in a couple of seconds. So after feathering out the tips of this hair, I'm going to go ahead and brush it, and after brushing it, this is exactly what it looks like. So now my hair is a color 1B, and I couldn't get like color 1B in my local beauty supply store. I had like 1 pack of color 2 at home, which I used for my drawstring ponytail, and that was like too light for my hair, and color 1 was too dark for my hair. So I decided to kind of like mix half pack of color 1 and half pack of color 2, and that gave me like color 1B. How genius. So for this, I'm going to be using like wool, and I'm going to be wrapping this around my chair. This used to be my filming chair, but I don't use it anymore for my Kia. So for our base, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this wool around the chair 4 times, and that should be more than okay. So for this tutorial, you want to make sure that you get the foundation right, and to do that, you want to make sure that you use a small piece of hair at a time instead of using a big chunk of hair, and this is going to make sure that your clip-ins, you know, look very flat when you're done. So now that I've shown you guys how to do it and how not to do it, let's just continue with our tutorial. So the first thing you want to do is take out a small piece of hair, and you want to kind of like bend it at the middle and put it behind your wool, and then you want to make a loop and pull the other part of the hair through the loop, and that's all. I'm just going to let you guys see 1 or 2 more times, and we'll jump right into the next part. So now that we're done with that, I'm just going to show you what the back looks like. Like, this is so neat, and this is the result you get when you feather out your hair. Right now, I'm just doing a quick length check, and this hair is approximately 26 inches before curling it, and after curling it, it was like 20 inches. The weft I'm using for this tutorial is 7 inches long, and it has 3 clips. So after crocheting our hair to our wool, you want to go ahead and measure 7 inches as well, and kind of like put a demarcation where you have 7 inches hair from the rest of the hair. After doing that, I went back to kind of like measure just to double check that, you know, I got the length right, and it was perfect. So now to curl this hair, we are going to be using our good old straws and bobby pins. So the first thing you want to do is pick out a small section of hair, and you want to place your straw on top of the hair. Now after placing your straw on top of the hair, you want to make sure you leave a little space so that when you wrap the hair around the straw like 3 times, you can bend it down and bobby pin it to kind of like secure the hair from unraveling. So I went ahead and, you know, curl the hair about 3 times around the straw, bent down that extra piece we had standing up there, and secured it with a bobby pin. So to curl the hair around the straw, you just want to twist and turn, and you want to keep twisting until you get to the very ends of the straw. You're still pretty, truth be told. We grow stronger, see I need your love, so don't worry about me, 'cause I still think you're perfect. Once you get to the very end, bend like the extra piece of straw and pin that down with a bobby pin as well, and this is just going to make sure that our hair doesn't unravel. If you watched my previous tutorial, you won't even need to watch this part because you already know how to curl this, right? So but for those of you who are watching this tutorial for the first time, or for those of you who are new to my channel, well, welcome. I'm also going to link that tutorial in the description box, so make sure you check it out. Alright guys, enough rambling. I'm just going to let you guys see for yourself, and after this we are going to move over to the next part.
You think that I can't see after these years, you're still pretty to be told. We grow stronger, see I need your love, so don't worry about me, 'cause I still think you're perfect, pretty, even in the morning, girl.
So once you're done wrapping your hair, this is exactly what you should have. I actually made like 2 wefts on this line. So now I'm going to cut off the one we're using as our example for this tutorial, and we're going to move on to the next step. So once you cut off your hair, you want to kind of like tie the ends like really tight, just so that it doesn't unravel and the hair doesn't come off. After that, I'm going to kind of like put it in hot water, and this is going to help in setting our hair. So after putting the hair in hot water, I went ahead and added like conditioner to kind of like reduce the amount of frizz and allow the hair dry. So now that our hair is dry, I went ahead and removed the straws and the bobby pins, and his hair was so beautiful. Like, if I can do this, then you can absolutely do this. For those of you who don't want to spend $200, $4 million trying to look good, trying to get like weave and clip-ins and extensions, I hope this tutorial was really helpful, because I feel so proud of myself right now. I feel so happy. I'm not even going to lie. So this is what our hair looks like after unraveling all the straws. So this part is where you change the game. I actually came up with this, and I'm so proud of myself. Like, I kept on saying, if I make a knot, and how am I going to sew my clips down, because the base was not hard, and one thought was like, why not use a flat iron? So I used a flat iron, and as you can see, because this hair is kind of like synthetic, it's like rubber, it melted pretty well, and that gave me a very flat base to go ahead and sew on my clips. I actually ordered clips online, but as at the time I wanted to film this tutorial, the clips hadn't arrived, so I didn't want to keep you guys waiting again for so long. I just went ahead and took up the old clips that I had from my old clippings and sewed them onto my new clippings. So on the left hand side we have our DIY clippings, and on the right we have the clippings that I use for my how to install clippings tutorial. In all, I did a total of 10 wefts. I had 2 10 inches wefts with 5 clips, 2 9 inches wefts with 4 clips, 2 7 inches wefts with 3 clips, 2 4 inches wefts with 2 clips, and 2 3 inches wefts with 2 clips. So at this point, I'm just going to go ahead and unravel the hair, and if you curled your hair properly, this is exactly what it should look like. Girl, you make me happy, can't you tell? If I gotta be stranded, then I wanna be stranded with you. Every morning I'ma be right here, stranded with you. Feeling better since you brought me here, stranded with you. We're surviving together, said I love you forever. I was always meant to be right here, stranded with you. Every morning I'ma be right here. So to install the hair, you want to kind of like open the clips, figure out what length will be okay for a particular section of your head, and clip it down. So this is me clipping the hair down, and it felt really good. I felt so proud of myself. Like, the clippings that I have, the clippings that I showed you guys in this tutorial cost $279.99 minus shipping, while this right here cost me less than $3.
babies.
So to blend my leave out with the clip-ins, I'm going to be applying like my serum, water, and my Eco Styler gel. And after doing that, I'm just going to like pull a small piece of hair, pull a piece of the clip-ins underneath, and kind of like twist them together. And this literally took me like 2 minutes.
All of this pressure you put on yourself, I think you're beautiful. I don't want nobody else. And even if you let your hair go wild and your feet take a break from your favorite stilettos.
So I went ahead and applied my styling mousse to my leave out and to the rest of my hair. And I was just trying out this product for the first time after hearing so much about it that, you know, it really like lays on your edges. But guys, please make sure you use this product sparingly. I went ahead and put so much, and when I took off my scarf, I was like, what? It had so much residue. So at this point, I felt really horrible. I felt like, oh my god, I have just ruined everything. Like, I've ruined the tutorial. I didn't know what to do. I just went back and sprayed on water on my hair, and it was soft. I brushed it off with a comb, and that was all, guys. I'm so excited that I was able to come up with something for my fellow women of color, you know. And with that being said, please comment down below which game-changing tutorial you like to see next, and I will definitely do that in my next tutorial. Till then, bye guys.
Stilettos. You're naturally my favorite girl. You're naturally my favorite girl. That's how it's gonna